you all for coming this afternoon. All of us are very pleased that we've come together today to announce the Bayview Park splash pad is officially complete. How about that? Our West Bayfront and the City of Erie have been working together since 2017 on a plan to enhance Bayview Park. The Bayview Park plan was developed with much resident input. Anna Franz will talk more about that shortly. Bayview Park is a beautiful and historic city park with stunning views of Presque Isle and the Bay. By partnering with our West Bayfront, Gannon, the Martin Luther King Center, and our funders, we have put together a great plan and put it into action. This collaboration is a wonderful success story. It has helped us realize our vision of making Erie a community of neighborhoods with welcoming and vibrant feelings. The smiles on our children's faces, and I saw them earlier right over here, that makes it all worthwhile. In addition to the splash pad, further Phase 1 improvements later this summer will include a multi-purpose court, pathways, benches, litter receptacles, and some special lighting. Almost $300,000 of funding for Phase 1 has been provided by a variety of sources, including $150,000 Greenways, Trails, and Recreation Program grant from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, $600,000 Keystone Communities grant from Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, $50,000 Community Assets grant from the Erie County Gaming Revenue Authority, approximately $25,000 from the Erie Community Foundation Susan Hurt Hagen Fund for Transformational Philanthropy, and nearly $3,000 in donations raised through the Erie Gives Days, and in-kind support and resources from the City of Erie. I'd like to recognize our Public Works Director, Dave Mulvihill, and Assistant Director, Chuck Zisk, and our Public Works crew, all of whom are here. Can we have a round of applause for them? Thank you. They've done a lot of hard work making this happen. Thank you very much, guys. Before we actually cut the ribbon and turn on the water, we have a few more speakers, including eventually you'll hear from Bob Mursky, Martina Austin, who's a neighborhood resident, Anna Franz, James Sherrod, Dr. Keith Taylor from Gannon. But first I'd like to call up Kathy Dahlkemper to say a few words. Kathy.
Thank you, Joe. And just a few words. First of all, congratulations to all involved. Having been intimately involved in the renovation and restoration of Frontier Park for many, many years, I know that this is not easy work, but it is such valuable work. And the valuable work is for those young people sitting over there and sitting over there. It's for the future. It's for our children. And we value them enough to create a beautiful park like this with a splash park for them to enjoy. So I just want to say congratulations to the city, to My West Bayfront, to all involved, the funders, and just the community as a whole. This community has come together to create this wonderful asset for this region. And I am a neighbor, so I may be out here splashing on the hot days. With that, I'd like to introduce another neighbor, Dr. Keith Taylor. Gannon University has done a lot for this park and for this whole community, this neighborhood. So Dr. Taylor.
Well, you heard the long list, and I will not be long because you came here to go jump in the water. But I do want to say what a privilege it is to be part of this neighborhood, part of the revitalization not only of this community, but of downtown Erie. This is a special time in the history of Erie, Pennsylvania. There are so many good things happening, and I don't think we all realize the privilege we have, and I hear it in meetings all the time. To stand in a park like this with that view is stunning, and it's something that you can't see in other cities. Only Erie, Pennsylvania has an opportunity. So you young people and us old people need to remember what a privilege we have and how blessed we are to be part of this Erie neighborhood. So I do want to say thank you to the mayor and the county executive and all that have supported this all the way through the state level and in the funding of this project. It is the next step in revitalizing this beautiful park. It's the next step in revitalizing this beautiful neighborhood, and it's the next step in revitalizing this community. And we're all doing it together, and it is just a short time from now when we all will be stunned by the changes that have happened. I just walked down from my office to here, and you can see and feel the changes happening in this community every day. So let's all rejoice in that. Let's all be reminded of the blessings that we have. And thank you all for coming out today. And I'll get out of the way so the water can come. But next in line is James Sherrod, who has been a great partner to Gannon, great partner to this community, and is a tremendous leader in all good things that are happening here in Erie. James?
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. Thank you, everyone, for coming out on this beautiful, beautiful afternoon to share in the momentous occasion that we call the Splash Pad. I want you to know, with your feedback and participation in the survey process, the community meetings we held, and most importantly, voicing your concerns and opinions, this could not have come to fruition without those people being involved. Today, we share with you the fruits of all our labor to bring this splash pad to reality. Because of your dedication and involvement, we are able to bring the splash pad here for the children of this community. Children sitting to the left of me and children standing over to the right of me. So we want to thank you all the donors, all the sponsors, all the volunteers from within the community, all the neighbors, all the partners that have played an important role in bringing this splash pad to fruition. With that, I'll get out of the way and invite Anna up to the podium so we can get through with this here. The kids are getting anxious, and I know they want to run through the water. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sherrod. And I've got Mr. Sherrod is on the board of the Our West Bayfront, and there are a few other board members here today. I'd like you to all raise your hands so we can acknowledge your role and volunteer time spent. Thank you very much. I also want to thank the several hundred residents who played a role in making this splash pad happen, and also in the improvements that are going to be coming later this summer. We had hundreds of survey responses to what types of improvements people want to see here at Bayview Park. We had groups of people getting together for community meetings at the King Center, providing feedback. We had a neighbor lending his incredible expertise, Dan Dahlkemper from Dahlkemper Landscaping here, who spent countless hours putting together concept designs to make this happen. And that process led to the splash pad and the other improvements that we're going to have coming over the summer. It helped us identify how we could leverage funding that was already in place through the Community Foundation to secure additional grant dollars from the state, from ECRA, to be able to make this whole package of improvements happen. And it strengthened our case with funders, and it will ensure that these improvements are going to be well loved and well utilized for years to come. I also want to acknowledge the dozens of people who came through financially through Erie Gives Day to make donations that helped contribute to that financial support for the park. That really shows, I think, that people are willing to make an investment in their community. And just a hint, Erie Gives Day is coming up again in a little bit less than a month, and we hope to grow that number of funders for our West Bayfront. I want to acknowledge and thank the number of funders who were incredibly generous with their support of this project. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the Erie Community Foundation, ECRA, and also the support that both Marquette Savings Bank and UPMC provide to our West Bayfront, as well as Gannon University as a major funder and partner for the long term. Finally, I want to extend my deep appreciation to Mayor Schember and his incredible team, particularly the staff from the Department of Economic and Community Development, led by Chris Groner, and the Department of Public Works, led by Dave Mulvihill and Chuck Zisk. From securing the funding for this project, to managing a smooth construction process, to pushing to get this project complete so that it would be open and turned on in time to be able to be used through the rest of the summer. Their teams got it done, and we're so grateful for your partnership in this project. So I'm now joined by an Our West Bayfront resident, Miss Tina Austin, who is going to come up and share a few words. Thank you so much for being here.
Sorry. Thank you. I've lived here all my life. I've played here. My kids have played here. I'm going to be a grandmother and my granddaughter here. I am very excited about the park. I love living down here. It's quiet. It's peaceful. It's just like this all the time. It's just quiet and peaceful. I think it's a great asset to the community, and I hope everyone comes out and enjoy it. I tell all my WIC moms, I work for WIC. I tell all my WIC moms all about it who work on the west side. I tell them to come down. It's open to everybody. Come and bring your children. And I'm really appreciative of the park. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What a beautiful park on a beautiful day. Thank you all for being here today. I'm State Representative Bob Mirsky, and I'm here with Emily Walsh, our District Office Director, and we're pleased to be a partner in this with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Representative Fabrizio delivered the first $150,000 from the Commonwealth, and when we took office, one of the first things we did is identify how can we get involved in the community. And we spoke with Kim Thomas, who was at the Department of Economic and Community Development. And right away, the first thing she said was our West Bayfront. So we reached out to Anna Franz, and we were able, through the Keystone Communities grant, to secure another $60,000 for our West Bayfront to be used in this park. And we're very pleased to be able to deliver this as for me, this is personally exciting. This is our first grant that our office has delivered. And it's right here in the city of Erie, right in our West Bayfront. So Anna, if you'd like to come up to with the mayor to receive this check, we'd appreciate it. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We got a play today.
I can't see.
One, two, three.
Press that button right there. Oh, he's got it. There we go.